What if I told you there is a magic pill to help you lose weight fast and keep it off forever, but it's absolutely not what you think it is? If you're like us, you've tried every diet, every magic pill on the market to lose weight. Yes, they work temporarily, but inevitably the weight always comes back on, and sometimes with more of their annoying pound friends. Weight loss pills and following strict diet routines do work, but after all that hard work, statistics show that the likelihood of gaining back all of the weight and more is up to 95%. 95% failure. Yo-yo dieting and failed quick fix solutions is the never-ending story. Incredibly frustrating story for so many of us. What if you could create a never-ending story, but the story actually ends up successfully? What if you could command your body to do exactly what you want it to do? Imagine literally instructing your body to melt fat, build muscle tone, eradicate cravings, and have total control over what you're eating. Keep watching because you're in the right place, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it. Hi everyone, it's the Kaspar Twins. If you're looking for that mythical, magical pill to lose weight, then you're in the right place. We're about to reveal an easy way to lose pounds and keep them off forever without dieting. We understand, trust me, we understand that losing weight can be very frustrating. But don't worry, because today we're going to share with you our secret method to permanent weight loss. Did you have any idea that you're lying to yourself every single day? We say things like, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. I'm as big as a house. I'm so fat. I've absolutely no self-control. Why can't I stop eating? There's no way I can be that skinny. Ice cream has total control over me. None of these things are true. These are all lies. These are lies that we literally tell ourselves, that we literally tell our minds. The trouble is, your mind believes you. You know that these lies can't possibly be true. But if you're prepared to lie to yourself, why not tell yourself a lovely lie? Your mind has no idea and doesn't care whether the lie is good or bad, true or false. Whatever your mind thinks, your body is very busy making it real. Every thought you think becomes real. When you think of something sad, your body feels sad. You can feel it inside every muscle, and your eyes begin to well up with tears. When you think of lemons, the flavor, the color, the texture, your mouth will begin to water. If you think of something disgusting, your tongue will rise in the back of your throat. It's just a reaction. If you think of something sexy, you can get physically aroused. Whatever you think, your body is doing everything it can to make it real. So if you tell yourself something positive, your mind will work very hard and your body will react to make that positive thing real too. The silent killer that hardly anybody talks about these days are the words that we tell ourselves. It's human conditioning to default to the negative and wallow in our sorrows, feel sorry for ourselves, and play the victim. What's happening in your mind is making whatever you're telling yourself come true. So if you're telling yourself that you're the victim and that all of the circumstances that are happening to you are someone else's fault, you will bring in circumstances that keep yourself the victim. I can't lose weight becomes your reality. Your subconscious mind does everything in its power to make sure that you don't lose weight by slowing your metabolism and making you crave unhealthy foods that you've told yourself make you feel better. Anything and everything that you think will trigger actions, and your body will obey your command. That is so powerful. Every thought you think causes a physical reaction and an emotional response. So if you think better thoughts, you have to get better responses and better emotional reactions. So let's talk about the past just for a minute. When you have undesirable experiences in the past, we've all had them, what our mind is holding on to is the meaning that we give it. So for example, I could say my sister was the favorite. I always felt alone, so I would hide in my room and eat ice cream to make myself feel better. This is really a common story children tell themselves. What the story means to you today is what you decide to make it mean. The reality is the ice cream didn't make you feel better. Maybe it was pleasant for a moment, but did it fix your negative emotions? No. The story you've told yourself about ice cream is one that you can hold on to for your entire life and sabotage your future, or you can rewrite the story today and make a positive difference for the rest of your life. The truth is, we all have the same bones, the same structure, same skeletal system. Big bones have nothing to do with your weight. These excuses give us reason to give up. a reason not to dig in, a reason not to figure out what is missing inside of us to achieve our goals. The meaning that you've attached to an event can change just how you speak about them. When you go back to the past and use your past traumas as a reason to punish yourself, you're experiencing a major lack of self-love. Long-lasting health, wealth, and love starts with self-love, which begins with how we speak to ourselves and the stories that we are telling ourselves. Often in therapy, we hear, "My dad left because he didn't love me." And it's a conclusion that most times is completely made up. We've told it to ourselves. The truth is that he didn't feel adequate or worthy enough to be a father, and his absence has absolutely nothing to do with you. As adults, we can go back and revisit the lie we've told ourselves. We can develop a new narrative that is more true, more empowering. So what is true is what we decide to be true. We decide that ourselves. We have worked with gorgeous professional models in therapy who shockingly have low self-esteem, something most of us couldn't possibly imagine. Some with damaging self-sabotaging behaviors. You see, someone told them, usually a partner, that their thighs were too big, that they were dressed too sexy. Why were they trying to get so much attention? They must think that they're better than everyone else. But nothing could be further from the truth. It's brutal, it's cruel, but they absorb these messages and take them as fact, when in fact, the trouble was with the partner. The trouble is the partner felt inadequate in their presence. The partners were intimidated and couldn't handle the looks and stares and compliments. They felt small, invisible, not good enough, so they projected that inadequacy back to their partners, creating a toxic cycle. Your mind always wants to go back to what it knows. It will go toward what is familiar and away from what is unfamiliar. Generally, our existing hardwire comes from our childhood. The default for most people is criticism. So if you were raised with criticism and without praise, criticism is familiar, we begin to criticize ourselves. The mind will always go back to what it recognizes because that is what has kept us surviving. Take a child, for instance. They don't want their food touching. They want the red jelly beans, not the green jelly beans. They will eat the pink yogurt because it's what they're used to. But they don't want the white yogurt because it's unfamiliar. You can make anything familiar. In order to make lifelong changes, the most important thing to make familiar are praise and confidence. I am smart. I am beautiful. I am strong and confident. I have a kind and loving heart. I matter. I am lovable. I enjoy eating healthy foods and nourishing my body. I love moving my body. Exercise gives me energy and I am melting away fat and building healthy muscle tone. I'm looking really good. I have such a healthy glow and water is life-giving. So where do you start? Start with the painful stories from your past. Now, don't dwell on them. Don't relive them like most therapists want you to do. That's totally unnecessary and unproductive. Just recognize and recall the experiences in the past that have contributed to your negative habits around food. If you were criticized by your parents or partner, start with the opposite words. Think of what you most want to hear. It seems so simple and silly, but it's not any sillier than telling yourself that you're fat or that you are controlled by food. These are silly and deeply harmful thoughts. Other people and food don't control you. You control you. You control your thoughts. When you say positive words, it makes such an impact on your sense of self and totally changes your demeanor. There is power with loving yourself. This is exactly how you begin to align with the things that you want and manifest them into your reality. It is not possible to manifest what you want when you say critical, conflicting thoughts to yourself. You have to really identify what you want. Feel how it feels to have it. What does it look like? What does it taste like, smell like? You have to think all of these thoughts to manifest anything you really want into your reality. So the magic pill? Change the story you're telling yourself permanently, and we can help. We do this easily through hypnosis. It's the missing factor for lifelong health and maintaining your ideal weight forever. Hypnosis speaks directly to your subconscious mind and rewires your conscious mind for uplifting thought patterns and lifelong success. With the right hypnosis process, your thoughts and actions change immediately. If you're interested in discovering more about how hypnosis can permanently end your weight loss issues, Then be sure to check out our Ideal Weight Forever course in the first link in the description. Subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss more videos helping you discover what's holding you back from permanently reaching your health goals and more. Check out the playlist of our top 10 videos, and we'll see you in the next video.